Hi guys, today is Friday, June the 12th, and look where I am. Today I am filming from your school. This week we have started the story of Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet are from two different families, the Capulets, Juliet Capulet, and the Montagues. They fall in love, and when they realize that they are from two families which are enemies, their love is not possible. They decide to marry anyway, but Romeo kills someone and is banished. So one of their friends, Friar Lawrence, decide to organize a plan so that Juliet can escape and go back and join Romeo. So she takes a poison, and this poison is very special. When she drinks the poison, she looks dead. Elle a l'air morte. So everybody thinks that she is dead. And the plan was that she would wake up, qu'elle se réveillerait, and then she would join Romeo. But it didn't work because somebody told Romeo that Juliet was dead. So Romeo thought that Juliet was dead. Il croyait qu'elle était morte. So he came back to the place where he was banished from, and he decided to kill himself too. So it's like, oh, Juliet, I love you, I kill myself. And he dies. Well, he dies with the poison. But at the moment he dies, Juliet wakes up. And when she wakes up and that she sees that Romeo is dead, she kills herself too. This is the story of Romeo and Juliet. At the end, everybody's dead. The most famous moment of the play Romeo and Juliet is what we call the balcony scene. The balcony scene is the moment when Romeo arrives in the house where Juliet lives, and it's very dangerous for him because it's the house of the Montagues, and he hears Juliet on her balcony in the movie in the swimming pool, and Juliet says, "Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Romeo, pourquoi es-tu Romeo?" At this moment, that's when she says that she loves him, and Romeo says he loves her, and they decide to get married. Okay, I want you to imagine that you were at the swimming pool, that you were under the balcony, and you heard their conversation. You are shocked because they met like 4 hours before and they decide to get married. Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? When Juliet says that, actually what she means is, oh, Romeo, your name is my enemy. So when you want to report this conversation, you are not going to say, oh, you know what? Juliet said, your name is my enemy. You are going to replace the quotation marks by a real speech. And you are going to say, she said her name was his enemy. And as you can hear, your name is becomes his name was. So we have present is becoming a preterite was. Each time you report a conversation, present becomes preterite. When you report a conversation at the past, meaning she said, he said. After that, when Romeo arrived, she said, oh my God, if my family found you, they will kill you. Here we have to change as well. If my family finds you, they will kill you. So when you're going to report it, you're going to say, oh, and she said that if her family found him, they would kill him. So here, find present becomes found, preterite, and they will kill you, future, becomes they would kill him, conditional. In French, it's exactly the same. Si ma famille te trouve, ils te tueront. Elle a dit que si sa famille le trouvait, il le tuerait. So you see, in French and in English, we have the same kind of change in the tenses. When Romeo sees Juliet for the first time, he said, oh my God, I have never seen such a beautiful girl. What we can report is actually he said that he had never seen such a beautiful girl. Il a dit qu'il n'avait jamais vu. He said he had never seen. Present perfect, I have seen, becomes pluperfect. He had never seen. Our last example is when Romeo is so proud because he climbed the wall to go to Juliet's house. So we say, hey, I climbed the wall. We can report and said he had climbed the wall. So here, the preterite, I climbed, becomes the pluperfect. He said he had climbed. As a conclusion, what you have to remember is when you report a conversation at the past, he said, she said, il a dit, elle a dit, you have to remember to change all the tenses. So, present becomes preterite, preterite becomes pluperfect, present perfect becomes pluperfect, and future will becomes conditional would. You have to remember that pluperfect that I said is had plus past participate. And I'm back home to finish the video. So I hope that this summer you will have the opportunity to watch the movie Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes because it's really an excellent movie. But for the time being, have a good weekend. Bye-bye.